and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Arsov, and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. The event today is on digital currencies. There are models of central bank digital currencies, and we're going to look at these two models and the current implementation of central bank digital currencies. But before starting of the event and before doing introductions, I'd like to tell you that there are very significant events happening on the crypto market. These educational events are very related to the crypto market, blockchain technology, Web3, decentralization, and etc. And in the beginning of this week, we had the announcement of the bankruptcy of the Silicon Valley Bank. And I believe this is going to affect in a very, very significant way the current crypto markets. I like to pre-announce that next week we are going to have the educational topic, the educational event on the topic of the hypothetical but entirely possible entire crash of the entire crypto market. So we're going to talk about what is happening and what is possible to happen in the crypto market. But so let's come back to the introductions. Once again, my name is Paul Arsov. I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. We're building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. When we're talking about decentralization, most of the times people who are involved, people who are investors or they're marketers or promoters or people curious about the space, they think of decentralization as related to blockchain technology. I believe blockchain technology is not suitable to drive decentralization and not suitable to be Web3, to be the next generation of internet. Why is this? It is because blockchain technology is slow, it has limited number of transactions, even though it's claimed of having thousands of transactions, but it is essentially very slow. It continuously increases in size, it becomes a burden for the blocks, for the people to carry individually the their own blockchain instance. But enough talking about the blockchains. In our project, we still have a blockchain instance and we have a cryptocurrency token, but they play just a support role in our project. We're having and we're building a software decentralization engine which allows direct communication from user to user without going through a server. Successful project depends on marketing, and we're aiming to build a community, and that's one of the reasons we're organizing events like this, to attract people to come and join our community. So like I'm seeing people joining the event, and like if you have questions or comments, you're welcome to type them in the comment section, and I'm going to respond and respond to the comments and answer questions you have on the topic of the event today. As I mentioned, successful project depends on marketing. We are posting on a very, very long list of social networks, and the list includes Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, TikTok. LinkedIn, Pinterest, Reddit, and Discord. From this very, very long list, we're focusing on mainly on Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram. Come and join our communities. You can come to our website, which is decentralizedweb.org. Decentralized and web, they're all together, .org. And on the bottom of every page, you can see the icons of the social networks that we are posting on. And you can click on your favorite social networks that you're paying attention to. And then you can become a follower or join some of the social networks that we're posting on. By joining, you're going to get notified by upcoming events. And as I mentioned, today's event is educational event. It's happening on Instagram Live. But on Saturdays, we have an event which is happening on Twitter Space as well. And it is also educational event happening on the same topic. Basically, yesterday we were talking about central bank digital currencies and the two models. And today we are going to mention some of the things which we did tell you about yesterday, but we're going to expand in some new things which were not mentioned yesterday. In addition to the educational events which happen on Saturdays on Twitter Space and Sundays on Instagram Live, we have an event, a regular event, happening every week on Thursdays. And the events on Thursdays, they happen simultaneously on Telegram in text. They happen on Google Meet in video and audio, and they happen on Twitter Space in audio only. 1 week we have Ask Anything session, and basically this week we had Ask Me Anything session, which happened on Thursday. We have a recording of this session, and it is posted on our Twitter channel, and we have also the typing in text in Telegram of this session as well. But 1 week we have Ask Me Anything session, and the next week we are going to have on Thursdays a demo day where we are going to demonstrate what we have in our software, what we have in our decentralization software engine. And also we are going to show something very, very exciting. We're preparing NFT marketplace and NFT collection, which we're going to release. And the interesting thing about these NFTs is that it is going to be like three-dimensional NFT objects which are animated. They're going to move by themselves. They're interactive, like the user can click and then they can move them where they want them to move. And also they can command this NFTs with voice commands. Like the NFTs, they're going to understand voice commands. The NFTs, they have their own voice. They can speak with male, female, or whisper voice. And in addition to this, like the voice can be slow, it can be fast, or it can be normal speed voice as well. And on the top of all of these qualities, like the NFTs, they're going to have a basic artificial intelligence. They're going to respond to questions or comments of the NFT. For example, I can ask the NFT, what is your name? And then the NFT is going to respond, my name is so and so. And I can ask it, tell me about decentralization. And then the NFT is going to respond with a couple of sentences about decentralization. Wow, this is very, very exciting announcement. And like I'm going to invite you to come to our demo sessions where we are going to demonstrate the capability of the upcoming NFTs, which we are going to release in the next several weeks. We're working also on NFT Marketplace, and the NFT Marketplace is very exciting by itself as well. So we have a template with some sample collections and sample objects which are listed, and you can go over the steps which people have to do to register in this NFT marketplace, and they can then buy and then use these very exciting three-dimensional objects. I mentioned the educational events that we are organizing on Saturdays on Twitter Space and Sundays on Instagram Live. We have started these educational events maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And every week, we have an announcement of the upcoming event. And for those of you who came a little later, I like to repeat that next week we are going to have a very interesting and very exciting event analyzing the crypto markets. I believe there are very significant events happening on the crypto markets, and these events were triggered by the bankruptcy of the Silicon Valley Bank, and they affect USDC, which is a very big stable coin, very big stable coin on the crypto market, and they affect Circle, which is the company which did build and release USDC, and they also affect Silvergate Bank, which is the bank which collects the fiat currency, which is deposited to Circle, which is the issuer of USDC. Come next Saturday on Twitter Space or next Sunday on Instagram Live, and you can hear about our hypothetical but very possible crash of the entire crypto market. This is going to be some kind of prediction and analysis of the crypto market based on the coming events. But coming back to our educational events, as I mentioned, we started them in 4 or 5 months ago, and the topic of the very first event was what is a blockchain, and it happened on Twitter Space only. The topic of the following week, which happened on both Twitter Space and Instagram Live, was what is a smart contract. Some of the topics of the following events, which happened every week on Saturday and every week on Sunday, were, for example, applying astrology into cryptocurrency trading. central bank digital currencies and ordinary crypto. Confrontation is looming. Decentralized finance destined to implode. Decentralization engines, blockchains as decentralization engine, and different decentralization engine implementations. In the end of 2022, we had review of 2022 in crypto. In the beginning of 2023, we had predictions for crypto in 2023. Last week, some of the recent weeks, we had current state of artificial intelligence and the upcoming artificial general intelligence. Thus, blockchain technology, how blockchain technology and artificial intelligence apply into the projects and what is their role into the projects. But let's come back to the topic of today and talk about central bank digital currencies. Let's talk about first what is a central bank digital currency and why it has been created. A central bank digital currency is a creation of the central banks of a specific country or a specific block of countries. For example, there is an announcement of creation of central bank digital currency in the US, and there is also an announcement of creation of central bank digital currency by the European Union, which is a block of countries, and it is going to affect all of the countries which are using euro currency. But so if we go back to the beginning of the creation of the first successful cryptocurrency, we can go back maybe 10, 12 or 14 years ago when the Bitcoin cryptocurrency was announced and released to the world. And initially, governments, banks, and central banks, they didn't pay much attention to the cryptocurrencies, and so we had a slow development and slow increase in the interest initially of Bitcoin, and then the second major cryptocurrency came, and it was Ethereum, which did announce a smart contract capable blockchain and cryptocurrency, which allowed creating tokens which could be fungible, which means dividable, or non-fungible, which did create unique items. And until maybe 2017, the governments and the countries, they did not pay much attention to the cryptocurrencies development. But in 2017, we had a very big and very rapid boom into the price of cryptocurrencies and explosion in interest in cryptocurrencies. People started coming and depositing fiat currency and then getting stable coins or buying directly other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other created at that time cryptocurrencies. So with this, like the cryptocurrencies, they became a significant threat to the ordinary banking system and ordinary economies. So there's one very big and major country, it's called China, which they did create and release their central bank digital currencies. And the reason they stated for the creation and release of their central bank digital currency is that like central bank ordinary cryptocurrencies, they are having or they are creating a threat to the economies, and like they're uh, like having the potential to bring significant issues to the economies of the countries and to development of the countries. So like this is the stated reason of countries like China to create and release central bank digital currencies. Um, so like I did talk previously in very big details about central bank digital currencies and ordinary crypto, and the coming confrontation between them. But essentially, the stated in very few sentences, essentially um, the market capitalization of the crypto market is measured in stablecoin dollars, and the current market capitalization, which is based on the current price of a specific cryptocurrency multiplied by the spot market quote for this specific currency. Then we have the market capitalization of a specific cryptocurrency. We take the example, for example, of Bitcoin, which has a little more than 20 million Bitcoin coins mined. And if we multiply these 20 million coins, Bitcoin coins, by, for example, $25,000, we have 500 billion stablecoin dollars as market capitalization of Bitcoin. So if we add market capitalization of all the other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and all the other tokens and coins created, we are going to have the total amount between 1 to 2.5 trillion stable coin dollars in market capitalization of the crypto market. But very few people know that like when people are depositing their national currency in order to get to enter the cryptocurrency market, this national currency, this paper dollars or euros or Japanese yens or UK pounds or all the other national currencies, they are collected into banks, and then people then further they get either stable coins or they can buy directly cryptocurrency tokens or coins. But what I wanted to tell people, and very few people know this, is that the total amount collected in fiat currency is about $100 billion. So this is not only dollars, but it consists of dollars, euros, Japanese yens, UK pounds, and other national currencies. So on one end, we have 100 billion paper dollars, euros, and all the other currencies. And on the other hand, we have 1 to 2.5 trillion stablecoin dollars. So essentially, people who have the big numbers in trading in cryptocurrency coins or tokens, they don't realize that there are very few paper national currencies which people can use when if they want to exit the crypto market. Basically, lots of stablecoins they um, compete for a very small amount of crypto, like a very small amount of fiat paper currency. So that's the very, very big problem. And so this is essentially the reason China did prohibit initially mining, then they did prohibit cryptocurrency exchanges, and finally they did prohibit cryptocurrency trading for people in China. I believe some people in China they managed to get accounts, foreign accounts in crypto, but early or late they have to abandon or they have to sell their holdings, or they cannot get access anymore to their crypto accounts. So this is the like one of the threats which central bank digital currencies they impose to the ordinary crypto. But the topic of today was the two basic models of crypto, the two basic models of central bank digital currencies. And let's look at the interests of the people who created central bank digital currencies. So if you look at the major groups which create and have the initiative to create central bank digital currencies, we can divide these people into two groups. In one of the groups, we have governments and we have politicians which are interested in the power, and they're interested in control over the population. And central bank digital currencies they have maybe the ideal form of control. Basically, they can take and take a hold of the the funds of a specific person, of a specific individual. So that's the power of central bank digital currency having control over the individual's assets and funds. So if somebody, for example, speak against the Chinese Communist Party, they may find themselves with their assets frozen, and then what are they going to do? They have to rely on other people buying them food and giving them giving them clothes, or giving them accommodation. So this is the potential power of central digital currency, and the potential use and abuse of central bank digital currency. So we look at the first group, which is government and politicians. But let's look at the second major group, which is actually the bankers, the businesses, and the central bank themselves. This group of people and organizations, they're interested in the profit and they're interested in business and the gain. And so like they do not care much about the power, but they care very much about the, what they're gaining through use of central bank digital currencies. And here we have essentially two models based on the two major groups which are interested in and they're participating in the creation of central bank digital currencies. Basically, we have a centralized model which is favored by governments and politicians. And in this centralized model, we're going to have the central bank of the country we're going to have the central bank of the country controlling every transaction happening with central bank digital currency. And the second model of implementation of central bank digital currency is the wholesale model, where the central bank of the country they send assets to commercial banks, and then the commercial banks they have the implementation and the handling of the transaction with central bank digital currencies. So let's look at the implementation. And so, as I mentioned, like one very big country, the name of this country is China. They did implement their central bank digital currency around 2021, and like in 2021 they started with started release of the central bank digital currency with the announcement of seeding of giving some funds to people in order for people to register an account in central bank digital currency and start using this central bank digital currency. What happened in China is the specific implementation of central bank digital currency is done by the People's Bank in China, which is actually the central bank of China. And the People's Bank of China also have connection with it is giving task of implementation of several other banks, but the central bank itself was the originator, and it is also currently handling transactions with the central bank digital currencies in China. I mentioned the seeding, and it was a giveaway of the equivalent amount of around $5, and it was an incentive for people to register an account and start using central bank digital currency. I read articles that at the current moment we have somewhere between 200 to 300 million users of central bank digital currencies in China. Some of these accounts are just registered, they're not actively traded, but there's a very, very large number of people who have these accounts, and probably this is going to be the future of central bank digital currencies. As we know, um, China has some very advanced digital payment system, and they have the payment system of Alibaba, AliExpress, and WeChat. As we know, also China is authoritarian country, and if they order something, then it is going to be done in like a short amount of time, or it is going to be done early or late. So essentially, um, they have this system of digital payment, and they can essentially order WeChat and order Alibaba to switch to start using central bank digital currency. In this way, they're going to add maybe more than like maybe it's possible to add billion people into their central bank digital currency system, and these people are going to be actively having payments and trading in this central bank digital currency. So I mentioned China, which did implementation, and they have released their central bank digital currency. But we also have the announcement of several other countries. We have the announcement of Fiji, which did create their central digital currency, and we have also announcement of Nigeria, which is a major country in Africa, which also they announced the creation of central digital currency. But what matters is what is going to be the implementation of the big economies and big countries. And if we're looking at the United States, they have their Federal Reserve as the central bank of the country, and the U.S. Federal Reserve, they have branches in major cities, and the branch of Federal Reserve in Boston announced that they have like a project with the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, of creating central bank digital currency, which is going to be then like released in the entire United States. So this is the announcement, but regarding to the model, let's look at the U.S. Federal Reserve, and basically the U.S. Federal Reserve, it has two notes, and basically when they create monetary supply, or popularly taught print money, when they print money, they give this monetary supply to only two notes, and one of these notes is JP Morgan, which is a major commercial bank in the United States, and the second note is the Bank of China, which is a very big and very major foreign bank. So both of these notes, they're handling they're distributing further this monetary supply to other banks and other countries as well. So they they're handling the clearing of US dollar against other currencies and trading and transfers in US dollars. So, like if we're looking at the US Federal Reserve, it has only two notes, and so like the announcement of the Boston Fed, the Boston Federal Reserve and the Boston branch of the US Central Bank, is that they are going to have a wholesale system which like by itself relies only on two nodes. It's basically a wholesale system, but it is very reliable on limited number of nodes. So these nodes, they have to have like implementation, and like it is under question how these nodes are going to get the monetary supply they're getting from the Federal Reserve. Are they going to distribute further this monetary supply and tell the banks which are receiving this monetary supply to have their implementation, their own implementation, so that people can have access to central bank digital currency and do transactions through specific banks, or people have to go to the, for example, JP Morgan Bank, so that they can have payments and transactions in US central bank digital currency. So it's a question of the further implementation of central bank digital currency, and we're going to see how it's going to be done and released by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and the Boston branch of the US Federal Reserve. So that's regarding the development in the US, but let's look at the some other major economies and major financial markets which are thinking about creating of central bank digital currencies. So I did mention European Central Bank, and the European Central Bank, they did announce work on the development of central bank digital currency, and they also did announce that between these two models, the centralized model and the wholesale model, they're going to choose the wholesale model. Basically, they're going to have a network of nodes, and these nodes are going to be handled by banks, which are going to handle the transactions and the transfers of central bank digital currency based on euro, on the euro. So, the question is, are there going to be many banks and many nodes which are handling the euro central bank digital currency, or we are going to have only few major banks which are handling the euro central bank digital currency? So, so that's regarding the European Central Bank. But if we're looking at the Bank of England, which is the Bank of the UK, Central Bank in UK, so the Bank of England, it did announce that they're studying implementation of central bank digital currency, and they're working on the implementation of central bank digital currency. They also did announce that they're going to have the wholesale model, which is relying on multiple banks, which are going to handle transactions with central bank digital currency in the UK. So finally, we're going to look at the Bank of Japan, which is the central bank in Japan. And so far, Japan announced that they do not have specific plans for releasing of central bank digital currency, but they're studying central bank digital currencies, and potentially in the future they could be releasing central bank digital currency based on the Japanese yen. Further, they did announce that in their study between the two models, most likely, if they are going to have central bank digital currency released, they're going to use the wholesale model, which relies on multiple banks and multiple nodes, which are handling the transaction of central bank digital currency. So with this said, we did look at the two major models, and I can summarize these models. They're based on the interest of the groups which are initiating the creation of central bank digital currency, and there is the group of politicians and governments which are interested in the power and the control. And then there is the second group which is interested in the business and the profit and the gain. And in this group we have the banks, the businesses, and the central bank as well. Who is going to win in creating of the model? We are going to see in the future and upcoming releases in the central bank digital currencies in many countries in the world. But so as I said, central bank digital currency are going to be in confrontation with cryptocurrencies, and they have a potential of taking control of the gateway into crypto. They have the potential to take control over the transactions of a specific bank, which is holding the deposits of people who want to enter the crypto market. One example, we have the Circle, which is the business which did create USDC, and this business, Circle, they did deposit their collection of fiat currency from people entering the crypto market in a bank called Silvergate Bank. This bank it has holdings further into the Silicon Valley Bank, and Silvergate Bank is affected by the bankruptcy of Silicon Valley Bank. But I'm going to talk in detail in the upcoming event, which is happening in the next Saturday and Sunday. So as I said, today we're talking about the two models, and I did summarize that we have the centralized model and we have the wholesale model. We have one example of current implementation of the centralized model, um, like which is done by China and handled by the People's Bank of China. And we have the announcement of upcoming releases based on the wholesale model of the United States, like European Central Bank, Europe, European Union, with the European Central Bank, Bank of England in UK, and Bank of Japan in Japan. So, like, what is going to happen in these major economies, which are going to release their digital currency, is going to dictate what is going to happen in the rest of the countries and in the rest of the world. There are few countries, for example, like cheerleaders of crypto and holders of Bitcoin. They did share the announcement of El Salvador, which did embrace Bitcoin as a legal tender for for the country. But this is very small economy, and this is very weak economy, and so like I believe like their holdings in bitcoins are very limited. The last article that I read that mentioned the amount of the holdings, it did mention the number of 1,800 Bitcoin coins, which El Salvador is holding. This is very, very small, holding, and it amounts of tens of millions of stable coins. So I think small companies, they announce like having Bitcoin of legal tender, but big and major economies, they are going on the path of central bank digital currencies. And I believe in a fight between big economies and big countries and central bank digital currencies versus small economies, small countries, and crypto, which was adopted by these small countries. It is the central bank digital currencies to win the fight. But I'm going towards the end of this event. I did wrap up the topic of today. For those of you who came a little later, my name is Paul Arsov. I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. We're building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. We're having these educational events every week on Twitter Space on Saturdays, and as today on Sundays on Instagram Live. You're welcome to come to the event, which is going to be on the topic of the hypothetical but entirely possible total crash of the crypto market. It is a very, very interesting event. It was triggered by the bankruptcy of one major bank called Silicon Valley Bank. But come next week to this event, and you're going to hear and see the details of developments which are going to affect the crypto market in very, very big way. But as I did announce, we're building a community. You're welcome to come to our website, which is decentralizedweb.com. Decentralized and Web, they're all together.org. And when you go to the bottom of every page, you can see the icons for networks, and you can click and become a follower or join the group of a specific social network. From all the icons and all the social networks that we're covering, we're paying big attention to Instagram and Telegram. So come and join one of these channels which we're paying big attention to, and you can see announcement of upcoming events and upcoming development in what we have in our project. As I mentioned in the very beginning, we have a very, very exciting offer of the upcoming release of NFTs based on three-dimensional objects. These NFTs are going to have animated three-dimensional objects which keep moving. They're going to have interactive NFT, three-dimensional NFT objects. These three-dimensional NFT objects, they're going to have their voice, they're going to speak, they're going to recognize voice commands, and they're going to react on voice commands. And these three-dimensional objects also are going to have a basic artificial intelligence. Wow! Come join to our demo days, and you can see current development on these dimensional objects. And in addition to this, we are like a marketplace, which is exciting announcement and exciting development by itself as well. In this NFT marketplace, we are going to have sample collections, a number of objects, and you can go over the steps of installation and downloading software. Have the engine which is going to do this three-dimensional NFT objects. But with this set, like as a set, we're wrapping up the event. Thank you for coming to this event. You're welcome to come to the upcoming educational events, upcoming event on Thursday, and join our networks as well. Once again, my name is Paul Arsov. I'm the founder of Decentralized. We're building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. Come and join our communities, which are listed on our website, which is decentralizedweb.org. Thank you for coming. Have a